All right, guys, problem one on the bell ringer today is looking at which pairs of coordinates designate a function. So if you remember, whenever we have a function, all of their x coordinates need to be unique. So that's really what we're looking for. I'm looking for which pairs have no overlapping x's. So 2, 3, 4, 5, all my x's are different, so a is a function. Now I look at b, 1, -1, those are not the same number, so those are unique. 2 and -2, all my x's are unique, so that's a function. Take a look at c. Two different points have the same x value. That means that's not a function. And I take a look now at d. All of my x values are different, so that means a, b, and d is my answer there. For number 2, we had to solve by factoring. Because we've got this coefficient in front of my x squared term, it's going to be a little bit difficult, and we can use that box method that I described to you guys the other day. What we're going to do is in my top left-hand corner, I take my first term, 3x squared. In my bottom right-hand corner, I take my constant. And now, in order to fill my next two boxes, I take the coefficient of my x squared term and I multiply it by my constant. That's going to be -6. What I want to do is find factors of -6 that add up to 5. If you're quick, you would notice that it's going to be 6 and -1, and these I'm going to pair with my variable and fill in my other boxes. So 6 paired with x and -1 paired with x. Does not matter which box I choose for which one of those. Now what we're going to do is we're going to factor each row and then each column. So when I factor this first row, they both share a 3 and an x. For the second row, they both share a negative. They don't share any numbers except 1, but that's cool because we can still pull out our 1. Now let's take a look at each column. They both share an x, and this column both shares 2. These are now what my factors are. 3x minus 1, and then x plus 2. Beware, we're not quite done. We need to solve this by factoring. All we did was the factoring part. Now we need to solve. Whenever I have two terms multiplied and they equal 0, I can set each term itself equal to 0 and solve them individually to come up with an answer. So when I solve this left-hand side for x, I'm going to get x equals 1/3. And when I solve my right equation for x, it gives me x equals -2. And those are my two answers. Nice job today, guys. Come see me in your live hours if you're struggling with anything. And have a good day.